had his house anywhere out there.
We're thinking this is Moe's land. There's no house here anymore. We found all their graves. And his kids were dispersed from here. None of them stayed here that we know of. There's a bunch of rock stuff out there, like it might have been a place for a house. Right over there. Clyde, why don't you get out of here? There was another place for a house, see? But right there was probably, that's either just rock or it's, but they could have had a house in them trees over at the end of them trees.
It's too far over.
Huh?
I think it's too
Tim thinks it's too far east. He
far.
thinks that place might have been there. I don't know.
Can't go out there now because it's been plowed.
Yeah.
Planted. Farmer's Bagley he took.
Is that guy in the tractor up there?
I don't see anybody, but we'll drive up there. So I think his land went all the way up to this marker right here. They had 160 acres.
You think the end of his land was here?
Not here. I think it's up further.
Somebody's land ends and another one starts here. Boy, he found some flat land, but now right over by that lone tree, Tim, could that have been a house? There was a driveway, went right down there.
So that's probably the dividing line of it.
Yeah, it could have been. He died 120 years, 115, 16 years ago. But, you know, people could have moved in. And this might have been almost all wood pile. Don't know. There's a farm right here, Tim. We could ask this guy. We could go up and ask him if they knew where the Moe place was. I'd ask him.
Doesn't look like anybody's there though. There's no cars.
Huh? Who's here? This is the old Moe place. There's somebody on that four-wheeler. Can't get Tim to go. Well. Wow, it'd been fun to meet that man. He come over on a sailboat. Yeah. That's one of them birds that live in Alaska.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's in
that's
Minnesota.
one of those Alaskan birds. What's he doing here?
He's living there.
Let me get a picture. There he goes. That's one of them Alaska birds. What's he doing down here? The only place I ever seen. There's that four-wheeler. Get up there. He's getting his mail, Tim. You gotta stop him. You gotta stop him.
You want to get out and talk to him? He's
Well, just roll your window down. Holler at him.
Oh, you can talk to him too. He might not want to talk. Oops.
Hi there.
Sorry,
You
sorry
don't
about
know where the old Moe place was, do you? He knows something. Here's an old guy.
that. Hi there.
This happened to be 90 years ago.
Yes.
More yeah, he died 115 years ago.
Yeah.
He's got his
We
grave.
have a daughter by the name of Rika.
Yeah, probably.
Is that section right up here?
It's the northwest corner
Yeah,
of this section,
yeah,
which is section 9.
yeah.
And I know they had a terrible fire.
They
I
did?
mean, this is before my
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
but it is still called the Moe land.
Is it really?
Yeah, and it's farmed by Steve Roston over
Okay.
there.
So where was the house right up there?
I have no idea. There was never buildings in my lifetime.
He was my great-grandpa.
Okay.
And we just found out about all this and come up. friends buried in that cemetery over here,
Okay.
Salem,
Salem, yes.
and he's buried there.
Yeah, okay.
His family's there. We found his graves, and we found my friend's. He lost his whole family. He was an Olson,
Okay.
and his father and mother must have been right here somewhere.
Yeah, there were
So-
Olsons here and there.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
So,
But that would have been, and I have no idea. There was never buildings in my lifetime. I've been here for be 78 years now, pretty soon.
and you never seen a building, and you heard
Nope.
there was a fire.
Yes,
Okay, we didn't know that.
and they had a heck of a time saving cattle and whatever in this fire, because
Oh.
that's just a story, you know.
Gee, I wish we had some history on that. Where would we go in town to get any history, or would you have to go to Red Lake County?
Red Lake Falls, I suppose. Red Lake County.
Oh,
Red Lake
okay.
Falls.
Well, he's from Tennessee and I'm from Park
I'm
Rapids.
originally from Duluth, though.
Okay.
We grew up there. Or I lived there and worked there, and then I retired a couple of years ago and went to Tennessee.
But no, my dad grew up a
Over
mile
there,
and a
huh?
half that way, and then he bought this place in 1942. And I
Ah.
was born in 43.
Okay, so
You're hardy living up here. This is,
I
You know?
don't know why you think so. It is not that tough, you know.
you know, I just imagine the
You-
winters.
you
I
Yeah,
just-
guess.
but it's 72, 3 degrees in the house all winter
Yeah,
long,
yeah.
so it's no problem.
Yeah.
yeah,
And,
that's like people in the South, you know. I says, how do you stay cool down there? AC.
yeah.
I couldn't live in the
You gotta
South.
have a good furnace, I'll admit
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, because we got a pictures of the house and him and his wife standing in front of it
okay.
and things, and we were just.
And this
I found it on the map. Here's the original. Here's the original stuff from the Department of Land Records, and this was his homestead entry. His paper, or this is the electronic record, but here's the corner, and we drove down the road and we figured out that's where it is.
See, he had a daughter in Norway before he come here, and she was my grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was my great granddad. Of course, I never seen him or
There
nothing.
was, you see, when I was a kid, there was a lot of willows and
down
stuff
there.
on that. The west half was pretty much farmed. The east half, a little bit along the road here, and then the rest was willow brush. and-
What was all them rock out there in that field, right on that?
It's rocky here.
Boy, that was just a big piles of rock. I thought, wonder maybe they lived somewhere in there.
No, that was dug
Later.
specifically for it.
Put the
Oh.
rocks in there.
And
Yeah.
Huh.
sorry, but
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know, because it's before my time.
Well, I'm glad we spotted you because
I
we.
know
Well, we know where it's at.
my
then.
dad was offered to buy the thing for $10 an acre, and he turned it down.
Gee,
you know.
that's something.
Well,
You don't know
you
that.
could be land poor, is what
Yeah.
he said in them days, if you just kept buying stuff.
Yeah.
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 And with two plow equipment,
Yeah.
there's a limit what you can run over.
Just think of how they farmed with them horses back then.
Yeah, see, I never saw that either.
Yeah.
But my dad and his brothers, they farmed with
Horses.
horses till 26.
See, this guy, this Mo, lost his first wife over there, and he had what, did he have 2 children?
3.
3 with the first, and then he remarried and came here.
Okay.
They went down by Jackson County, down by Wyndham and Wilder,
Okay,
down in
yeah.
there. And then our dad's grandma, my great grandma, she married my great grandpa down there. But he came up here with the rest of the family. Yeah, there was another daughter. She went to Iowa, and one son went to South Dakota.
But there was a daughter that chased cows out of the fire.
Okay. Yeah, he must have had a few kids. There was like 4 or 5 other kids.
And
Yeah. Well,
So the whole farm burned or just the barn? Don't know. Huh.
It's long before I was born.
Wow. Yeah, he died in 5. We spotted his grave right away
See,
when
my
we.
dad was born in 5. So you
Was he
know,
really?
it's,
Oh yeah.
it's but it is still called the Moland.
It's called the
you gotta be
Moland.
over 50 to know that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Wow.
There are, there's the Schuler Quarter. There was never Schulers that I ever know of. And they were Germans and they didn't mix much with the Norwegians and
Yeah.
and they were, and then they had some health problems and they left.
Yeah.